Good morning, student. In our last video, we have discussed about skeletal system. Today, we will discuss about muscular system. First, properties of muscle. Every single movement of a human body is due to the muscular contractions, whether internal or external movement. It is due to the muscular contractions, and muscular contraction means shortening or lengthening of muscle. Muscles also help in circulation of blood throughout the body. Muscle protect and hold in place our internal organs. Muscles protect and hold the internal organs in its position. Muscles also give shape to the individual. Many of our muscles are work under our controls, and we make use of them when we walk, etc. This muscles is known as voluntary muscles or skeletal muscles, and other muscles, that is smooth and cardiac muscles, these are not under our controls, and they work automatically These are known as smooth or involuntary muscles, and these are found in stomach, walls of the blood vessels, etc. And heart is a specialized type of involuntary muscle known as cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle, it is only found in the heart. What are the function of muscle? The first is muscles provide structures. Muscle provide structure to the individual. Thus, it's help in maintaining the posture. Provide effort. The work muscles muscles work as effort arms of the levers in the body, whereas bones act as a levers. Bring external movement. Muscles helps to bring external movement through muscular contraction, that is through shortening or lengthening of muscle. Due to muscular contractions, it's help in external movement. Helps in fluid movement. Muscles also help in the circulation of fluid throughout the body through its contraction. Forceful action. Skeletal muscle provide forceful movement to the body, and they help to develop strength, speed, endurance, etc. Bring heart contractions. Cardiac muscles helps in cardiac muscles also helps to provide protection to the body. Okay, provide protections. Muscles helps to provide protections to the bones and other internal organs. Bring heart contraction. Cardiac muscles make the heart to contract throughout the life from birth till death. It is due to the cardiac muscles. It's help in heart contraction. Bring active life. Muscles help to bring active life of an individual by the actions of muscles. These are the some function of muscle. Okay, first thing, muscles, every movement of our body is due to the muscular contraction. Muscular contraction means shortening or lengthening of muscles. Muscles provide shape and structure to the body. Muscles help in circulation of blood throughout the body. Muscles also protect our internal organs. Muscles helps to protect our internal organs. Muscles help in heart contractions throughout the life. Due to muscles, external movement is possible, and muscles also helps to do forceful actions. Types of muscles. There are 3 types of muscle: skeletal muscle, smooth muscles, and cardiac muscle. Skeletal muscles, also known as voluntary or striated muscle. Skeletal muscles are those muscles which work according to the will of a person. Okay, skeletal muscles. This muscle work according to the will of the will of a persons. They work. This type of muscle work under the command of central nervous system. These muscles are attached to the bones, so it is also known as skeletal muscle. When they are viewed under the microscope, they look like straight in shape. Therefore, it is also known as straight muscles, and they are found in leg, hand, etc. Smooth or involuntary or spindle muscles. Smooth muscles. These muscles are involuntary in nature, that is, they are not controlled by the desire of a person. They work even we sleep. These muscles are mostly found in the lining of digestive tract, blood vessels like our intestine, stomach, food pipe, etc. Smooth cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles is the involuntary in nature, but it is different from involuntary natures. They are found only in the heart, and their structures are like chain shape rectangular muscles and provide continuous contractions along with passive rest. They work on the command of autonomic nervous system. These are the three types of muscles: skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. Skeletal muscles, or we can say voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles, this type of muscles work under the will of a person. Therefore, it is also known as voluntary muscles. These muscles work under the command of central nervous system. When they are seen, these muscles are attached to the skeletals, attached to the bones. Therefore, they are also known as skeletal muscles. Smooth or involuntary muscles. These muscles are involuntary in nature. That is, they are not work according to the will of persons. They are not controlled by the desire of a persons. They work. This type of muscles work even we are asleep. For example, muscle in our blood vessel, muscle in our digestive organs, muscle in our food pipe, etc. These muscles are not work according to the will of a persons. Cardiac muscles are the type of involuntary in nature. These muscles are only found in the heart and work throughout the life. Mechanism of muscular contraction. How the muscle function. Mechanisms working of muscles. The muscles contract or short when stimulated by the central nervous system. That is, the contractions of contractions of muscles when the messages are sent by the central nervous system. Messages are sent via motor nerves or motor neuron. These motor neurons are split into the branches, and these are linked with every muscle fibers. When stimulated by the motor neurons, stimulated by motor nerves over the muscles, they release chemicals at a motor end plates, or we can say synapse, which bring actin and myosin molecules sliding to each others and thus shortening of muscles fibers. Look at here, student. First thing, the contraction of muscles, muscular contraction. Muscular contractions, that is shortening or lengthening of muscles when stimulated when stimulated by the central nervous systems, messages are sent via motor neurons. Messages are sent via motor neuron. This motor neuron, this is a motor neuron. This motor neuron is split into many branches, that is known as dendrite, and this is attached to the muscle fibers. This is attached to the muscle fibers. When stimulated by the motor neuron, this is known as synapse. This messages are sent via motor neurons. The motor neurons split into different branches and attached to the muscle fibers. This endpoint, the link of every muscle, this endpoint is known as motor end plate or synapse. When motor neuron is stimulated, it releases the chemicals at this motor end plate. This chemical cause the actin and myosin filament. The actin and myosin filament, which is present in muscle fibers. The actin and myosin filament cause the muscle, which bring the actin and myosin filament slide over each others. Thus, the muscle is short. This is the mechanism of muscular contraction. First thing is that the muscle contract, that is shortening or lengthening of muscles when stimulated by the central nervous system. Muscle send the message via motor neuron. Through motor neuron it send the message. The motor neuron is split into branch which is attached to the muscle fibers, and the motor neuron, when the motor neuron stimulation of motor neuron over the muscle cause release of chemical at a motor end plate. Okay, it release the chemical at a motor end plate, and this bring actin and myosin filaments slide over each other. Okay, this actin and myosin filaments slide over each others, and thus the shortening of muscles. And there are thousands of mitochondria present in muscle cells. These are the tiny structures which receive oxygen from the muscles. This cause and the exchange of oxygens and waste product. When a muscle fibers is stimulated to contract, the myosin molecule cause energy release from the ATP, and ATP molecules is further broken into adenosine triphosphate. The voluntary muscles in our body, 40% of our body weight is of voluntary muscles, and every muscle fibers is made of large number of microscopic threads called myofibrils. This is the mechanisms of muscular contraction. This is the microscopic structures of the muscle. First, this is the muscles. The muscle fibers is surrounded by the epimysiums, and this is the fascicles. This is the fascicle, and fascicles is surrounded by the perimysiums, and in fascicle there are large numbers of muscle fibers, and large muscle fibers, fascicle is made of large number of muscle fibers. This is muscle fibers, and muscle fibers, the neuron is attached to the muscle fibers. When neuron is stimulated, this neuron is attached to the muscle fiber. This attach is known as synapse, or we can say motor end plate. Neuron release chemicals at this end plate when stimulated by the nervous system. This release of chemical cause this actin and myosin. This actin and myosin filaments slide over each others. This is the process of mechanisms of muscular contraction. Okay, first this is muscle. Muscle is surrounded by epimysiums. In muscles, muscle is made of fascicles. A group of fascicle. It is surrounded by perimysiums, and this is muscle fibers. It is surrounded by endomysiums, and in muscle fibers, this is myofibrils. In myofibrils there are actin and myosin filament. This is actin filament, this is myosin filament. When accumulated by motor neuron, this actin and myosin filaments slide over each other. This is the process of mechanisms of muscular contraction. There are about 600 voluntary muscles in our body. Okay, there are about 600 voluntary muscles in our body, and 150 of them are in the head and neck alone. These are the some of the major muscles like gastrocnemius, deltoid muscles, rectus abdominis, etc. These are the some important muscles. So we have discussed about mechanisms of muscular systems, in which we have discussed the property of muscles, function of muscles, type of muscles, and the mechanisms of muscular contraction, how the muscle contract. Properties of muscles. The movement in human being is possible due to muscular contractions. Every movement, whether it is internal or external, it is due to the muscular contraction. Muscular contraction means shortening and lengthening of muscle. Muscle helps in circulation of blood throughout the body. Muscles also protect the internal organs. It holds our internal organs on its place. It protect the internal organs. Muscles also provide structure, shape to the structures and shape to the individual. Helps in movement, etc. Muscle, there are three types of muscles: voluntary muscle, involuntary muscles, and cardiac muscles. Voluntary muscles is also known as skeletal muscles. Voluntary muscles are those type of muscles which work according to the will of a person, and these muscles are attached to the bones. Therefore, this muscles is also known as skeletal muscles. These muscles are present in leg, hand, etc. Involuntary muscles are those muscles which does not work according to the will of a person. They are not controlled by the desire of a person. They work even if we are asleep. These muscles are present in our food pipe, blood vessel, digestive tract, etc. Cardiac muscles, it is a involuntary muscle, but their shape is different from the involuntary muscles. These are the cardiac muscles are the only muscles which is found in the heart. Mechanisms of muscular contractions. The muscles contract. How the muscle contract? The muscle contraction, that is shortening or lengthening of muscles, is due to the stimulation of central nervous system. When messages are sent via motor neuron. Messages are sent via motor neuron to the muscle fibers. When the motor neuron is split into many branches, that is called dendrites, and it is attached to the muscle fibers. When message is sent via motor neuron, it releases the chemical at a motor end plate, which bring actin and myosin filaments slide over each other and this cause shortening of muscle fibers. Our next topic is respiratory system. Respiratory system. First, the general working of the respiratory system. Oxygen. Oxygen is important component on which our life depend. Okay, oxygen, it is the important component in which our life is depend. It is essential for every cells and tissue in the body. Without oxygen, we can't live. Oxygen helps in energy, helps to provide energy, which is necessary for life. Oxygen is brought in our body when we inhale, and its byproduct is given out when we exhale. Respiration is the process in which exchange of gas take place, that is, oxygen is fused with the blood and carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood. This process, the process of respiration, involves lungs, diaphragm, respiratory tract, nose, mouth, larynx, pharynx, trachea, etc. This is the general working of respiratory system. Okay, the first point is respiratory system. Respiratory systems helps to provide respiratory systems helps to provide energy which is necessary for life. Respiratory system means breathing. In respiratory system, that is, oxygen is bring into the body through when we inhale, and its byproduct, that is carbon dioxide, is released when we exhale. Respiratory system, it is a process of exchange of gas, that is, oxygen is fused with the blood and carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood. There are two types of respiratory system: external respiratory system and internal respiratory system. External respiratory system is also known as breathing. Okay, external respiratory system, external respiration, or we can say breathing. This respiration process take place between the lungs and the blood. Okay, this respiration process take place in lungs with the help of alveoli, which is alveoli. In alveoli, the carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood and oxygen is fused with the blood. Okay, alveoli, it is present in the lungs, and in the blood carbon dioxide is fused with the blood, and carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood and oxygen is fused with the blood. External respiration is also called breathing. This breathing process, oxygenated to the blood, it gets purified as carbon dioxide is removed from the blood. External respirations make the internal respiration possible as oxygen rich blood goes to the different part of the body. This is known as external respiration, or we can say breathing. External respiration takes place between blood and the lungs. External respiration, it takes place between the lungs and the blood. Oxygen is fused with the blood and carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood in external respiration. That is, it is also known as breathing. In breathing process, oxygenated the blood, it get purified and carbon dioxide is removed from the blood. Internal respiration is between the blood and cells. Internal respiration take place between the tissue and the cell. Take place in tissue and cells, that is between the blood and cells. Internal respiration, oxygenated blood reaches to the tissue where oxygen is used for energy productions. This metabolisms release carbon dioxide, which is carried away by the blood to the lungs for purification through external respiration, because in external respiration purification of blood takes place. Okay, this is known as internal respiration. In internal respiration is take place between blood and the cells. The oxygenated blood reaches to the working tissue where it is used for the energy production, and this process releases carbon dioxide, which is carried away by blood to the external blood to the lungs for the purification through external respiration. So we have discussed about the respiratory system. Respiratory system means it is a process. Respiratory system, it is a process in which exchange of gas take place. Okay, respiratory system, it is a process in which exchange of gas take place. That is, oxygen is exchange of gas take place in the body. That is, interchange of gas, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen is fused. Oxygen fused with the blood, and carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood. There are two types of respiration: internal respiration and external respiration. External respiration take place between blood and the lungs. In external respiration, it is also known as breathing. In external respiration, it purifies the blood. The blood is diffused. Blood is diffused. Carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood, and oxygen is fused with the blood. Okay, in external respiration, the carbon dioxide is diffused from the blood and oxygen is fused with the blood. And internal respiration, it takes place between blood and the tissue. In internal respiration, the oxygenated blood reaches to the working tissue where the oxygen is used to produce the energy, and this metabolic reactions produce carbon dioxide, which is carried away by the blood to the lungs for purification through external respiration. Mechanism of breathing. Mechanisms of breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing, during breathing, when we breathe in, the muscles across the ribs. Okay, when we breathe in, when we breathe in, the muscles across the ribs, across the the muscles. This is breathe in. When we breathe in, the muscles across the ribs contracts and it pull the ribs upward. Okay, when we breathe in, it's pull the muscles upward. Okay, it pull the ribs upward, sideways, and the diaphragm downward. This cause uh, upward, sideward, and downward, and the muscles of the diaphragm contract and flatten. This cause increase. This cause the size of the lungs increase. Okay, the ribs go upward, sideward, and downwards. This cause increase in size of the lung. Therefore, there will be the increase in volume. This cause low pressure in the lungs. This develop air is sucked inside the lungs through nose to the mouth, and during breathe out the during breathe out when the muscles of the diaphragm go upward and the ribs go inward, downward, and inward. This cause high pressure in the lungs. Okay, this cause high pressures in the lungs, and the air is go outward of the lungs. Simple means during breathe in, the muscles across the ribs contracts and it pull the ribs upwards, sidewards, and diaphragm downward. This cause increase in size of the lungs, and the volume in the lungs increase, which cause the air to go inside. And during breathe out, when we breathe out, the muscles of the diaphragm and the ribs relax. By this the ribs come downward, diaphragm upward. This cause high pressures on the muscles. There is decrease in volume in the lungs. The volumes of the lungs decrease. Therefore, there is a high pressure in the lungs. So the air is pushed out from the lungs.